Breaking news, let's go straight out to Brentwood where the standoff is continuing and there seems to be a development.
A gas into the vehicle. Unfortunately, she's not wearing any clothing, so we'll just keep it a little bit wider here. She climbed on the top of the vehicle there, as you see. This is happening out on Sepulveda Blvd. LAPD were called out here around about 6 a.m., 6:30 this morning of reports of a woman naked, screaming. She got into a pursuit with LAPD officers. You see officers there and to the left bringing out a sheet to cover this woman as she's climbed out onto the front of her vehicle. The SWAT officers there had given her plenty of time. You can see there's a dog actually in the back of the vehicle, and it appears that she's saying, come and get me, I'm going to surrender to you. So just a really wild, crazy, safe outcome to this event that's happened there this morning that's had Sepulveda blocked off for several hours, and it appears now she's safely being taken into custody. Getting some clothing over the top of her, a towel to cover her up there. We want to protect her dignity. Understand she was suffering some type of mental health episode, and hopefully she'll be able to get the help she needs now. Sandra and Roxia.
Oh, wow. Real quick movements there. Thank you, Justin. That was quite the ordeal. Brooke has been on the ground covering this. Brooke, I don't know if you were able to see this because you were blocked because of the SWAT vehicles, but wow, everything just happened so quickly after all that waiting.
Right, climbing on top of her car.
No, I was actually able to see everything. We are looking right at her. I mean, she almost feels as close enough to touch, but obviously they are a little ways away. Interestingly enough, we were blocked. Our view was blocked overwhelmingly because of these SWAT vehicles, but as she started to come out of the car, I mean, we could see everything clearly. Luckily, they've been able to cover her up. You know, you can see with a sheet there. She is moving in sort of an erratic way, but she did get out of the car more than 4 hours after this all began in the 1100 block of Oveda Street, beginning again around 6:45 this morning. Police say she is an assault suspect. They say they got to the scene on Oveda because of a call of someone being assaulted. Again, they say she is the assault suspect. She took them on a short chase, about a 2-minute chase, ending right here in Montana and Sepulveda, where Sepulveda is shut down in this area. You need to know that, between Wilshire and Sunset, ending here now 4 hours later, where she finally got out of the car. There were bits of, I guess, quiet escalation. You could see officers put spike strips down at one point throughout this, just in case she chose to drove off. You could hear her at one point. It appeared to be asking for water for her dog. There is a dog in the back seat of the car. There was at one point. The woman was completely naked, no clothes on. Officers very quickly got her covered in that sheet, and it appears this is now over right at 4 hours. Back to you.
Wow. Wow, this is kind of a first for many people. I mean, to see a suspect like this in such a dramatic fashion be forced out of the vehicle like that, and it's interesting. I don't know if they were able to cuff her because they basically just wrapped her around with cloth because she was nude. And she was acting erratically, right, Brooke? You could definitely sense that from where you were.
I mean, from where I was standing, at one point I was worried she was going to climb on top of her car. And yes, they did, quickly wrap her up there. And so you couldn't see if her arms were being cuffed. But, once they get her back in the car, it's no telling, what police protocol and what steps they have to take at that point. But, it appears she, got safely out of her car after some 4 hours. It really is unbelievable how long she sat in the car here. Officers talking to her back and forth. Like I said, there were moments of escalation. Officers had moved us back here. That's actually why you can't see me, because they moved us back. What is this, the third time, Tony? The third time or so that they moved us back.
Once out of the car, police quickly wrapped a sheet around her. Police have been saying and doing, again, everything they could to coax this woman out of her vehicle over the intercom. We heard them saying things like, "We're not going to let you stay here. We don't want you to get hurt. We know you're having a bad day, but it's not the end of the world." This all began around 6:45 this morning when officers responded to a disturbance call. There were reports of a screaming woman on Avada Place, just about a mile from where we are now. A brief pursuit ensued before the suspect stopped her gray Ford Bronco in the middle of the street here on Sepulveda Boulevard. Using their vehicles as shields, police had their weapons drawn and spike strips were placed in front of her car and adjacent streets as a precaution. At one point, she was flailing her arms around outside the car. We know she had a small dog with her. She asked police to get her dog some water during the standoff. From our Air 7, we saw that she climbed to the back of the car. The Bearcats showed up boxing in her vehicle, and we know a window was busted because we heard the loud crack and saw shattered glass on the ground. Now back out here live again, the streets are now opening back up, going north Sepulveda Boulevard.